Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Mug Music. I'm glad you could be with me today. I'm getting excited about Duran Duran's new album that's going to be coming out probably September, October, somewhere through there, but I believe they're dropping their first single this month. Duran Duran hasn't released an album since 2015. I mean, that's been a long time, and the one before that I think was in 2010. So really in the past 10 years they've only released 2 albums. I mean, for people who love Duran Duran like I do, and probably you, I mean, you would like to have a little bit more Duran Duran than that. So forgive me if I am excited and highly anticipating this next album. Actually, Rolling Stone considered this album to be one of the most anticipated albums of 2021. So, but there's not a whole lot out there that's any good. I mean, I listen to music every Friday. I always check out the new releases, and there's a lot of crap. There's a lot of good stuff, like Dirty Honey and Royal Bloods and another one I found called the Blue Stones, but Duran Duran is one of my favorites, and I can't wait. So let's try to find out a little bit more about this album. So first, I want to know who's going to be working on this album, who's going to be producing, and I found out it's going to be co-produced by a person by the name of DJ Errol Alkin. Now, I looked over in online as well, and I was looking at him. And this is what I was finding out about him, because I'm just trying to get an idea of what kind of sound we're going to get. Now, he's a DJ. And in 1993, he started DJing in various indie nightclubs in London. And his first ever public DJ set was in the Glass Club. And he relaunched the club under a new name called Trash. And over the next few years, it became the most influential club of its time. And until it was closed in 2007, it saw performances by like Peaches and LCD Sound System, Block Party, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Scissor Sisters, and bands like that. So that helps us give us an idea of what kind of music he's into. And Errol, I don't know, Alkin, he's remixed tracks from artists such as Daft Punk, Chemical Brothers, MGMT, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Scissor Sisters, Franz Ferdinand, Interpol, who else we have here, Todd Rundgren, and Depeche Mode, New Order. So it's kind of a vast array of the type of artists that he remixes for. So I don't think it's too far removed from anything Duran Duran's already done. They are known to have a very dancey sound, and I think that's just going to be part of who they are already. So I think we're okay there. So it also says here there's going to be production duties by a guy by the name of Graham Coxon. Now, he was a guitarist for a band called Blur, if you've heard of them. And I think he's going to just be doing some guitar stuff on this album. So if you know Blur, maybe you'll have an idea of what kind of sound you're getting there. And also I found Simon Le Bon had made some comments about the album. He said, and I was really trying to kind of dissect this and just to, I don't know why I'm doing it. He said that the album is quite naked and raw. So, I mean, whenever I think of naked and raw, I just think, just the lack of overproduction. I just feel like it's not going to be overly produced, and it's going to be a lot of human element to it, and maybe not a lot of timing. Maybe Roger Taylor will definitely have the core drumming duties, but then we have this DJ. It's Duran Duran's a strange band, definitely for sure, because they intersect the canned beats with Roger Taylor's beautiful drumming, and then you have the keyboard, which by Nick Rhodes, which is going to be very specific, especially if it's anything that's recorded and programmed. So I don't know if I'm getting a whole lot from this. Also, he said The grass is slightly sharp and twinkly rather than smooth. So again, that makes me feel like there's just going to be a lot of human element to this, which I am looking forward to. I don't think there's a lot of music these days with that kind of thought process in the music production. So I think it's a great idea to stay away from those canned beats and just really, kind of like old days, like Beatles, just get in there and just record the music. Everybody just records together. Also, where am I at? He said the lyrics are quite something. Now, we know Simon Le Bon is lyrically a genius. He has some of the best lyrics I've ever heard in my life. So that's not even different from anything we've ever heard with Duran Duran. So that's completely believable. So the reason why I'm making this video is because this month is going to be the month that they drop their first single, which is going to be called Invisible. So I have a feeling that whenever Invisible does drop, it's going to be without much warning, because I'm actually looking through on Apple Music on the coming soon section, and I'm seeing everything but Duran Duran. And actually, I'm going to go over to Duran Duran's site and see if I can find anything there. No, nothing there. So there's no indicator. The last thing on here is the single 5 years, the David Bowie cover that they did, which was phenomenal also. So we know nothing, and it's killing me, and I want to know everything there is to know about this. But there are a little bit of tidbits, some tidbits of information that are exciting me, and I think I think it's going to be a good album, because Duran Duran has been known to put out some bad work, in my opinion. If this is another red carpet massacre, I'm going to be pretty pissed off, because but Timbaland has nothing to do with this, so maybe we'll be okay there. But here's another little piece of information, or a little bit more exciting news that's coming in the Duran Duran world. They're also working on a 40th anniversary anthology, and that's going to be like a greatest hits album, but it's going to be a 40th anniversary, so it's going to be the whole span from the very beginning to now, which I would imagine it will include the new album. But it's also going to have previously unreleased material, so we get to hear new stuff. I don't know if it's going to be like demos or outtakes, or just whatever it's going to be. Whatever it is, it's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait for it. But that's it. That's all I know. That's all I can find on the internet. So that's everything that I know of about this album. If you know anything else about it, maybe the name of the album, or any other collaborators, or there's some producers and people involved that I didn't mention on purpose, because I just didn't. I mentioned the ones that I thought would be the most important, that would have the most influence on the sound of the album. But if you know anything else that you can contribute, and we'll talk it out in the comments section. Let's talk. I love talking about Duran Duran. But before I go, don't leave yet. I had the chance to go meet up with Holli Carter, which is my sponsor, with some of her colleagues down in Florida. They were having a meeting, and these are very exceptional people with the Magic for Less Travel. That's the company that my sponsor Holli Carter gets to work with, and I'm pretty blown away with their expertise and how professional these people are, and how fun they are. And it seems like they all have one thing in common, and they want to make sure that you are taken care of, and they have everything they need to make sure that you have the best possible time when you go to Disney or Universal, or go on that cruise, or anything like that. But I just wanted to mention that I got to meet them, and they're really, really good people. But anyway, Holli Carter, she's a vacation consultant with the Magic, or that works with the Magic for Less Travel. She's going to give you the personalized service and expert guidance you need for the vacation you deserve. I'm going to put this QR code up on the screen, and you can just scan that with your phone and request a free, no obligation quote. And you can be on your way to getting that vacation set up, and it's definitely something you deserve. We've gone over a year with this COVID, and I know Disney and Universal are starting to kind of back off some of their guidelines and policies in regards to masks and things like that. And I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people. So scan that QR code, get your no obligation quote from Holli, and she won't disappoint. But anyway, Holli Carter with the Magic for Less travel. You won't be sorry. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for me this week. I'm glad you were able to join me. I'm on Instagram at Red Mug Music, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, or if you're new to the channel. If you are, thanks for joining me. And share it on social media. Let's get the word out. Let's make this happen. Like I said, if you have any comments about anything about Duran Duran on this new album that's coming out this year, comment down below. Let's talk about it. All right, thanks again, and see you guys next week.